Hello guys, how are we all doing? Welcome back to Premier League predictions, although there's only one game in midweek, but we've got to talk about it. It's Arsenal versus Manchester City. Before we get into it, do of course make sure to hit the like button, do subscribe, we'll go for 100 likes, and do hit the subscribe button, get your predictions in, because it is one massive game in midweek. It's Arsenal versus Manchester City, Soph. What's your first initial thoughts on this one?
Well, my thoughts are, do you think whoever wins this game goes on to win the league?
I think so.
I think so too.
I think so.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I agree. I think
if it's a draw, it's still up in the air, but I think whoever wins this shows that they've got the bottle to do it for the rest of the season.
It's a very good assessment, that. I think if Arsenal win, it's possible they could still bottle the title. If Man City win, it's possible Arsenal could still win the league. But I get your point in terms of the confidence, and obviously when you beat your rival in this aspect, you deny them the points as you pick up the points. Let's talk about it then. Arsenal obviously are sat top of the table, and you could say it's in their hands, but they've got to play Manchester City twice. What I have said about Arsenal this season is they probably need to win one of them, and this is the home one, so it's the more winnable one. I also looked at it in a way that even if they lose the away one, but just draw the home one, depending on how they play in other games, that could still be enough.
Yeah.
But you look at Arsenal's recent form, Sophie, just the last couple of games, they lost to Everton, and then they drew with Brentford. Is that a real concern, or is 2 games too much to look into? Is it a small amount, should I say?
In fairness, they lost against, they drew against Brentford because a goal wasn't ruled out when it should have. There was a VAR error where, I can't remember his name, but he didn't draw the offside line, so it should have been ruled out. However, I don't think you can say like, oh, they massively deserve to win that game.
No.
I think last couple of games they've not been putting in scintillating performances like they have previously. So do I think they're dropping off a little bit? Yes, but they're obviously going to have that dip in form because it's almost unsustainable unless you're Man City. And then saying that, Man City this season, they've dropped points as well. So I think this is a really, really tough game to call. Yeah,
I agree. Obviously, there's the off-the-field issues with Manchester City at the moment, and we don't know the full extent and outcome, and I don't know when that will unfold. It could have bearings on this season. Even if it doesn't, it could have a distraction for Manchester City and have bearings on this season. Say if it even doesn't lead to points being deducted or something, all this background noise could lead to Manchester City slipping with their focus. So God knows. As I say, Manchester City haven't been perfect this season, but they do tend to end the season quite well. Arsenal, for me, after the Man United win, I don't know if that was a peak. Now they're just coming down to earth a little bit. The Everton game, okay, that was tricky. I do think if Sean Dyche hadn't come in that week, I think they would have won that game.
Yeah, you agree.
But with Brentford, I feel like Ivan Toney missed some good chances, and Brentford could have even won that game. So, do you know what, Soph? Let's come on to predictions. I think this is 2 teams that are very good, obviously.
Yeah.
And it's Arteta versus Guardiola, the master versus the apprentice. Both stuttered a bit recently. Arsenal are at home. I'm going to say 2-2.
Oh, you're sitting on the fence.
I'm sitting on the fence, but
you think it's going to be an entertaining one?
I'm trying to work out who a draw would be better for.
Man City, surely.
Maybe.
Just being away.
Maybe, but I don't think it's a disaster for Arsenal. If they lose, it's a disaster. If they draw, maybe not. I'm saying 2-2.
I agree. I think I've said this last video. Arsenal now just need to maintain that gap. They are allowing it to close, but a draw wouldn't be terrible. However, I just think the winner of this goes on to win the league, and I'm calling it now. Arsenal 2-1.
Arsenal 2-1? Yeah. Wow. So Arsenal, you reckon, win the league?
Arsenal, if they win this, they win the league.
Yeah. It is obviously worth mentioning, it's February. The league can still not be won till May, but
they could well bottle it.
It's a massive, massive bearing on everything, isn't it?
Yeah.
And if they win this and then don't win the title, that is the definition of a bottle job. So then, guys, get your predictions down below. It's just a quick video today predicting probably the biggest Premier League games so far this season. Obviously, they still have to play at the Etihad, but it's a massive game here at the Emirates first. As I say, hit that like button. Do make sure to subscribe down below, and we will see you in the next one. Peace out.